was something too where like I thought that Yeet, in my mind, Yeet was in often is my cousin Blakeney. That's who I thought it was. But then later I come to think that it's this other guy. And then also I think the way they produce music is it's like it's not just one person, it's like a couple people or two people, you know, and they're in on like lines. And it's not just music, they're intercepting my it's MK Ultra level shit. And I leave Maryland, I go down through Maryland now. So this is where it gets really crazy. Now, I think what I did was I might have went up into Pennsylvania. I don't totally remember what happened at this point. But eventually I was connecting with Uncle John, it seemed, and he was like shadowing me. And I perceive them as cars. So at this point I have a perception that they are connected to the design of a car. And Uncle John is in my mind, is the work van. The white work van. And so I'm connecting with him, and then also connecting with this Latino guy at some point in Pennsylvania. And that's when I did the oil change and everything. And I was like, you know, letting them know that I care, you know, like this shit is like, and realize that it was, you know, like they're the ones getting wronged in this situation, you know, like it's because through my perception, like Uncle Dan died, dude. He died because of this and everything. Like it's, and they're doing like the dirty work, you know, they're doing the that's their part of things. You know, you have like the cleaner side, government side, and then you have the dirtier side. But it's like, dude, that's a side. It's just sides. And then, so I felt for them out there for sure, and I let them know. I drove down, and he's like with me, I think. And I drove all the way down to Florida. Now, I get to the right before you get to Florida. Like I'm driving down this coastal area, like I've never even been. It's like, it was crazy, dude. And I was like, I felt like connected with the whales too. Like in my mind, I thought like I was looking at the map and I thought there was this like massive orca whale off the coast. And like, you know, they're just there. They just like sit there and, but again, you know, I'm going crazy, whatever. One thing's for sure is I pull up and they're telling me like I have to, like I'm about to get in a fight, for example, like through my AI shorts and everything. And I'm pulling up and I remember being like, this was another time, just like when I got in New Jersey at the lake house and I turned around, this was another time I'm like, they still want me to fight. They still want me to fight. They still don't understand. Like, there's somebody is lying to you, dude. Like, what is going on? And it again, like, it's like, I didn't train for this fight. I don't know. I remember they said they're like Python only or something, like grapple only. I remember just sitting there like, shut the fuck up, dude. This is some bullshit. Like, I don't even know what the fuck you're saying, dude. And actually, I had like, shit would happen, like I would in Richmond, I was ready to go, dude. And they did it to me so many times that I was like, I'm adverse to it at this point. I'm like, this is bullshit. Y'all trying to get me arrested and shit. And And there was like, it was like Uncle John had dropped me off, is what it felt like almost. And what that involves, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. But what happened next is when things get really, really crazy. So I pull up on, I go up, and I think here it is. I go up towards Savannah, Georgia now. Okay. This is gonna take a little while too. Um, Keep in mind, this whole time, like, it feels like people know, you know, and they're connected, and I'm connected to the, everywhere is different. Like the Wyndham Hotel, I think, is an Indian guy, and then you got this hotel, Quality Inn, is maybe like a, like North Carolina guy or something. Like, I don't know. And it would have been good to know, to further look into that. But I know what I know, and so I go up, and at a certain point, I can't tell you exactly the way it went down. I think I went, the first thing, this is like incredibly important though. This is like very, very important right now. So I'm gonna try to recap this. I went up towards Savannah, and things started getting weird again, but not like kind of weird. Like, this was like, I don't know how to even put it. I'm gonna try to like tell you what happened here. I went up there, and I'm about to like stay at a hotel, for example. Like what happened first? I'm just gonna take myself straight to the time portal, basically, and what the events that led up to it. So I perceive that there were maybe like, it's the consciousness of crickets, for example, or something, and aliens. And this is where you have to kind of just like bear with me. I don't know how I'm gonna try. And so the first thing that happens that really opened my eyes was, I'm doing this thing where what is my mind state at this point? I feel like I'm basically being muled around, and I feel like you know, I'm not going back to Florida, right? Like, I'm not going back there, especially, and it turned me off to it. Like, I'm not going back to Florida. I think I was going to, though. And then, but again, I'm avoiding this. That's the whole thing I'm trying to do, is get the word out. You know what I mean? Somebody is lying to these people. And that's what, dude, this is really important right now. What I understood, and what they were telling me too, is that they were going to like possess my body, for example. And so I could win the fight or I could lose it. And there were so many unknowns that I was like, I was thinking, I could lose this fight based on lies. My controllers could make me lose the fight. So tactically, actually, I retreated. Because somebody is still fucking lying. And maybe I had enough, I was backed up enough to pull up or something, you know? And they were trying to tell me that too. But for me, I pussied out, bro. I'm like, dude, this is like, I don't think y'all understand, like, and I know it's me who doesn't understand, bro, but I'm like, dude, like, I ain't trained for this. I don't know what this really entails, and like, I don't even know why we're fighting in the first place. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, somebody lied to you, bro.